Hey, and welcome back to Emlyn in the Mix. Today we're going to be looking at Audifield's Mix Checker Pro. How do you mix like a pro? Well, it's all in the Mix Checker Pro plugin. Let's check it out. You're on Emlyn in the Mix. Boom! Alright, so I've got Audifield Mix Checker Pro's plugin up right here, as you can see on the screen. Awesome resizable GUI, and there's a lot going on here, even though it looks quite basic. I might just increase the GUI size just for the sake of this video, put it on 150. There we go, it's nice and big. So what you can see straight away is you've got 12 different devices which you can check your mixes on. Now for me, this plugin was an absolute godsend, because in the past what I'd done is I would go to a different medium, like I'd check my mix on the TV, I'd check my mix in the car, and I'll check it on various speakers. But now this does such a good job emulating it, and I really hope it comes through in this YouTube video today. I'm just going to go through each of the presets, and I'm going to show you exactly how they sound through the audio in this video. Obviously you need to be listening. Anyway, let's get listening to it and see how it sounds. So the first one is the 7-inch vintage, which is sort of based on the DS10 Yamaha speakers. So let's listen to my track first without Mix Checker Pro on. Alright, you get the vibe, very simple, sort of a 90s sort of vibe going on there with this track. So I'm just going to go through the various presets in the Audifield Mix Checker Pro. So the first one is the 7-inch vintage. So you can see it gives that EQ to really emulate that original speaker sound. And what's amazing about this particular plugin is that even here, me listening to my MTM iLoud speakers, which sound amazing of course, I get confused sometimes because I'm like, whoa, where's this sound come from? It sounds very legitimate. It's done a very incredible job with the EQ. Let's move along to our next one. So the next one is called Dance Pool, and I'm imagining this is just like a big DJ PA. This one for me, I don't really get the translation as much, but that's fine. I guess you can sort of hear the bass on this, so we'll have a listen. I'll turn it off again, and then I'll turn it back on. There's my original mix. Alright, so it's Dance Pool on. Yeah, for me it loses a lot of the top end clarity and it focuses more on the bass, which I guess is based more on a DJ club PA. Alright, so next, moving right along, 2-inch black. This will be your little computer speakers. Play it again. 'That's pretty impressive. I'm just going to speed through them now. So next you got TV, 37-inch. 15-inch silver, which is your laptop speaker. That's pretty good. 9-inch golden, which would be your, I guess, your iPad type device. That also sounds really good. Like, the emulation on that is freaking awesome. And then we got your smartphone, iPhone, Android for your Android users, Samsung. Sounds similar to the iPad. Actually, it sounds almost identical to me. There's the iPad. Android users, I'm using, no, I'm just kidding. So yeah, so you can hear, there is a slight difference in that, but it really does translate quite well. So next you got your earbuds, your in-ear headphones. Obviously a bit more bass on this. And then we've got over-the-ear noise cancellation headphones. Very bass heavy. Now this is my favorite. This is the in-car mix. Now obviously this track, it's probably not the best example because you've only got like 4 or 5 tracks going at the same time. And it's a bit of a dance track, but you could check this on anything. You could check this on guitars, you could check this on drums. There's just no end in sight on what you could actually check your mix on. And getting back to the Sedan Plus, which is the in-car, this is my favorite because I used to, until I got this plugin, I used to actually take my mixes to the car and listen to them in the car. Because the car gives such a true representation, depending on what kind of car stereo you have, but it gives such a true representation of your mix. And I found that this was translating pretty well. So I might play a different part of the song back. We'll just bypass it there. Alright, so you can hear it's slightly different, some arpeggiators, that sort of thing. Alright, I'm gonna bypass it. Here we go. Yeah, I feel like the car EQ gives a more harsher reality on your mix as well. So you can really hear how it's going to sound in a different medium. Alright, so next we have a small radio speaker, the small black. That sounds pretty good too. And next we have this micro silver. Now I'm not entirely sure what this is based on. I originally thought that maybe it was based on like those old school hi-fi speakers, but seeing as they're not really like used or they're more obsolete these days, I believe this might be more of a computery type speaker. Let's have a listen to it. And that would make more sense because they sound very treble-y. Alright, so in a nutshell, there is all of our presets. Alright, so here we got Mix Checker Pro on a more dancey track, and you can hear again how good it sounds listening to your mix in different environments. So there's the radio one again. Car. Bypass it, you can hear it. Alright, so it's very good as you can see. Now the main thing I wanted to show you was there's some additional features. So actually if you click on this little triangle here, you can see there's some additional features which open up. And you can actually add noise so that you can get the idea of how not only how your mix is going to sound on one of these different mediums, but also having the external noise in that mix and how is that going to create an effect to your mix. And there's some pretty crazy stuff on here. So if I unbypass, put it on 7-inch vintage, we turn up the external street noise, and there I'm not adding any effects here, this is actually part of the plugin. So here you can hear external street noise going on in the background, and it's really freaking cool. Like it really sounds like I'm on the street. And now you can listen to your mix in that environment. So here we go, I'll press play here. What's probably pretty realistic with that, I'll just turn that noise off, is that if you're listening with headphones, you definitely would be out in the street and in the traffic, and you would get that overall effect. And I'll just go through some more of the noises that are actually included. So you got 2 external street noises. You got 2 parks, which sometimes have like kids laughing in the background and stuff. Pretty funny. Actually, external playground's got the kids. You got subway station. That's the subway. You got internal bar. Now this bar one is a little bit quiet. I would like a more rowdy club sound would be cool, like just a rowdy sort of party sound, but I guess you couldn't really get that without the beats and music. Inside a bus, this is probably good for like headphone mix. And you can of course mono your mix, you can swap left and right, or you can just listen to the left and you can just listen to the right. But you can see there, we can turn that on and off. And we're obviously going to be able to listen to external noise and our mix and just see how it sounds. Also a mall you have here as well. So there's your shopping mall as well. I mean, there's no end in sight of what this actual plugin can do. The combinations at hand, there are heaps. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys, I think this is a very good little mix checking plugin to have. Mix Checker Pro, check it out, it's by Audifield. There is a 30-day free demo, and then after that I believe it costs 199 USD, don't quote me on that. But I do think it's worth it, just due to the fact that you don't have to change your mediums anymore. You can just listen through this one plugin and it gives a fairly true representation of those different mediums. Alright guys, thanks for joining me on Emlyn in the Mix. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for more awesome videos like this. I'm going to be doing heaps of new awesome videos in 2020, lots of new collaborations, and there's a lot of exciting stuff coming. So definitely do that. Like the video, leave a comment in the comment section below if you want to see anything else or you're interested in learning more about this plugin. And until next time, thanks for joining me on Emlyn in the Mix. Peace out. Bye.